All right, so the same bands that worked very effectively in their first series. That's a game. This is a first picker Talia, unless they decide to ban Talia. Question is, where are we going with Faker's champion pool? Because it has been a real doomer. Okay, so they're gonna take away the they're gonna take away the jacks. Interestingly, so this is gonna force them probably to ban TF here or here, or we might blind TF here. We're gonna first pick Talia. All right, so let's talk about this. We could pick Callista Varus here, or we could pick Senna Ornn. I think I like the Callista Varus picks for T1, generally speaking. No, it's gonna be set. Oh, right, because Karyev remembered that maybe he could play Nautilus in that last series, so perhaps T1 can play it again. Okay, so we're gonna give away Callista Renata. On's Renata is crazy good, so that feels bad. Twisted Fate. No, we're gonna. Why did we ban Jax? Why did we ban Jax if we weren't going to pick Twisted Fate? I get that Bin's good at Jax, but what? We absolutely. So what are we going to? I understand these if we're going to pick Cassante, but I don't understand the Jax ban. Taking away the What? Why are we taking Nidalee away from Owner? Jun is the Nidalee player here. There's some weird scrim going on, guys. Faker's Corki hasn't even been good. So we're taking the Jin Zhao away from and giving it to Jun so we can have that early skirmishing power. We are going to pick the Twisted Fate. Why did we ban Jax? Okay, I'm already tilted. Faker doesn't play Tristana, but maybe he does now. Tristana's very good. Yeah, I mean, this is a really good composition, front to back for T1. A huge amount of heals, huge amount of scaling, huge amount of range. Definite range advantage. TF feels like he's going to be pretty useless in the late game. This composition can kind of just sit there and tank infinity damage. They're going to have a lot of problems killing Cassante and Sejuani if this goes late because they lack a lot of damage and they can't really go on hit Callista. Because Callista can't just stand and fire because Callista has to deal with Cassante and Sejuani, and she will just get Sejuani or Cassante ulted. Or Nautilus ulted. So you have to kind of go lethality Callista here, I think. Do they think the lane swap is coming in? They must. Okay, so they think the lane swap's coming in, guys. This is an adaptation based off of what we saw in Game 3 versus G2, where what happened in that game was that T1 lane swapped, and then they did a weak side start. And then if you guys remember, Zeus literally walked across the entire map up into tier 1 when the wave crashed, and Broken Blade TP'd here, and then Zeus took a tower shot and died and gave first blood in the 1v1, but he didn't use TP, right? And so I think what they're doing is they're trying to prevent them from doing that same strat because BLG is trying to hard call a lane swap, but they lack the critical information, guys. I mean, they are correct that T1 should be lane swapping. They should be lane swapping out of the TF lane. They should be lane swapping out of the Callista Renata lane. But when you see the Nautilus, you should know, maybe this isn't a lane swap. And if they have started weak side, so I understand why they're trying to do this. So this is obviously the downside, though, is that you have pressure in the top side because you're in the 1v1. So let's be clear. The standard lanes are very bad for T1. They are not good for T1. So they basically, even though BLG lost that, they still got the lanes they wanted. But now we have gold deficits kind of everywhere. Even though we got the 400 gold, it's still a big. BLG is still playing this super well. So it's not actually that big of a deal that they lost first blood because they still got the lanes they wanted. There you go. Just leave. Wow, they're really respecting that destiny. Whoops. Ooh, they give it to Bin. Our 50 gold shutdown. They got 3 grubs though. Who's my pick to win MSI? GenG. Now. But we'll see how I think BLG plays today. Nice Talia wall. All right, just get out. You don't actually have to overplay your hand here. You scale, T1. You scale. You're doing great. Play around grubs. Faker still has ult, so they can't really engage.
But Shun is still hovering around. He's hunting for more. Yeah, the information going to be there is now Faker is going to dive on top of it.
Nice play by Faker. He actually knows Trist's limits pretty well. Gets the reset. Oh. Owner's back up. Oh. No, we're not going to re-engage. Surely. We don't have the damage. With Faker so low, we don't have the damage.
They're not taking no for an answer. They're looking for another dive. Should be a 3v3, but Owner a little bit far away from the rest of his team.
Jat did a recap on how Faker is still playing out of his mind. I mean, if you cherry pick games, like he's had very good games, like Game 5 and the first match against G2. But on the whole, he's been pretty lackluster. He's been lackluster in lane. He's been getting caught out a lot. He's had like really high highs, but he's all like his floor and ceiling. He's been like oscillating wildly this tournament. He's like, I think you can only say that if you didn't watch Faker's regular season, which was really good. Like he was so stable in the regular season in LCK, and he just looks a lot more inconsistent here. He also has been like, he's been like getting his flash blown at level 1 in lane swaps all the time or dying. It's been rather sloppy in my opinion.
Yeah, there is the ulti. Immediate cleanse does come on through, but I think there's just going to be too much damage. Explosive charge will be able to get it done. As Skirmishes comes down, Knight is looking for Owner, but I think that the Sejuani is going to be able to make it out. Will Zayas be as lucky, though, as the stun card comes through? The all-out to try and get him out is now the Dawning Shadow as they're looking to turn it.
Faker's going to rocket jump in. Okay, gold card down. Nope. Nice knockback from Jhin. Oh, man. Why are we going so hard when we could just be scaling, guys? Why are we opting into the Fiesta? Dude, the BLG wants the Fiesta. They have 2 globals for these skirmishes. It's the jump for Faker getting interrupted. He does get interrupted by Q3 from Jhin. But I don't think that's the difference in this one. They shouldn't be taking. Faker had an average tournament higher DPM than Caps, despite less average gold. I mean, that's fine, but the eye test says that he gets caught out and loses games. All right, so right here, T1 assumes that they're just going to actually go for the Herald, I believe. But I like how hard BLG is stepping on the gas when they know they're going to get outscaled. So they catch Gumayushi out. Faker decides he's actually going to help. He just ults him away. W over, flash over. This is great play by BLG. So they use double TP because they have TP on Carrier as well. Great turnaround, but they're still going to lose, actually. Their bin is so huge. That's not what you want. I can't believe Carrier. I mean, the Carrier of the farming Nautilus. He's just one by... I love it. He's just one by one autoing them. Root, root, root. He just flashes on him. Wow. That's so funny. What items did he have on the TP? He has Bomby Cinder, surely, right? Oh yeah, he's got Frozen Heart, Bomby Cinder. They didn't want that action, guys. They didn't want that action. They're literally like fucking AD Twisted Fate and Callista against Frozen Heart Bombies. And he just flashes on Bin like a total Chad, and they get Senna ult over the top. That's so funny. I mean, the triple kill. I mean, look at this. That actually is a huge problem. Like, as stupid as this game has been so far, it is a huge problem that you just gave a triple kill to this fucking Giga tank Nautilus. Like, how do you get through this front line right? T1 needs to stop fighting. They need to stop fighting. Like, look at the game state right now. Stop fighting. Look at the game state. You're actually ahead in gold. You're even on Drake, so there's no threat of them actually going for this Ocean Soul. If you can get the Ocean Soul, it's huge, right? With these triple tanks. But you just need to stop fighting. You are winning this game. You cannot be killed. This guy is, oh my God, Elk is trying to build on hit. This is terrible. I know you guys think, well, they got all these tanks, so he's got to build on hit. He can't auto. He can't auto in this game. He will just get Nautilus ulted. Or Sejuani ulted, or Cassante ulted. He never is going to get autos off. If he's standing in the front line, hopping around, throwing sticks into people, he just gets blown up. Like, this feels such a good, like, because of that fight going the way it did, and them actually using the fact that they have TP on support to get an advantage, this is huge. I don't think that BLG can actually kill their front line. They are really far away from having, like, a Leandries or something useful on Talia. All right, don't fight, T1. Don't fight. Don't you dare fight. Just give him the Drake. Who cares? No, you're walking towards the Drake. We hate it. Okay, good. We didn't fight. Great success. Just wait. No. 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 All right, Bin's not there, but Bin's on top of Faker on the backside. Faker flashes over, but gets gold carded. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is why on-hit Kalista sucks. Look at this. Look at how much on-hit Kalista sucks in this scenario. So everybody's focusing on Faker. Zeus literally just W's in, stuns them. Zeus actually just uses his ult to get close to Elk. And then kills Elk, because Elk cannot be, I mean, it's amazing they win this fight. And Faker just the bait, and now he's in the brush. He's trying to get the reset. He gets the reset. Too bad. And that was a best case fight. That was a best case fight for Kalista, by the way. This is the most auto attacks probably Kalista should ever get off in one of these fights. One. Like, look, because he's got he's got the not ult on him, but at least he can auto Faker on the flank here, but he gets pushed away. And in this case, he can only get autoed by one, or because we saw the Sejuani ult used on, and he already ate the Nautilus ult. And basically, because of hostile takeover, Zeus has to use his ult here instead of using it on Elk. And then he actually just goes straight onto Elk because Elk is too close. And autoing this Cassante is meaningless. Like, I think this is such a good draft for T1. Faker tries here, man. He tries. It's the auto tracks him in midair after he gets the W reset. I mean, the teleport plays this game have been fun. I think lethality Kalista would be even worse. I mean, it's just bad. You have to snowball with Kalista really early in this composition. It's bad either way, but I just think you do actually, maybe you can do some damage if you throw a Q out onto the right target in lethality, but you actually do no damage with on hit. Don't do the Baron. Just force TP. Oh, they don't have TP. Force ults. Force Destiny. Do not finish. Do not finish. Let's see if BLG can find a way into the pit. What the fuck?
He is now positioned to try and get himself in there. The wall goes down, but the Baron is under half health. There's a hostile takeover. It's going to make it a Thunderdome in there. Now Gumayushi is already incredibly low. Now T1 looking to try and turn it. The Dawning Shadow is fantastic. Elk is going to get into bailout range. Able to get the reset as well. And Ona goes down.
What the fuck? What are they doing with the Herald?
They set their sights on the Baron pit.
Did they accidentally use it because they were trying to sweep her? I mean, On is the huge hero here, right? That is a mega hostile takeover straight into the WE. Did Talia go back and did she finish Leandries? Because that's a very important point. Yeah, it might have been about to time out. That's true, too. The wall was so good. Yeah. Oh, he didn't even have the Leandries yet. What a throw, guys. Why are we doing a 20-minute Baron? Like, T1 got too hypey here, man. They got too horny for the worm. Oh, nice handshake, dude. On is too fucking good at this champion. On is the best Renata in the world. It's so crazy.
For what is theirs, which is this top side of the map.
Oh, nice range hook onto Elk, but the follow-up, it's not there. That is going to be the unstoppable.
Look how annoying Knight is, because he has like 4 circles of worked earth right here. So he's just like chucking out slows. Look at this. Boink. With 1 second cooldowns. Boink. The setup was really good there for Talia.
Another wall comes in just to get another inner turret. The Baron has worn off though, so T1 should be able to get through this wave pretty quick.
Keep your eyes on mid as well. Look at Bin, keeping constant pressure. T1 look for the fight.
T1 are looking at mid as well because they know that they're down a member for now. Fate's Call is all they're going to get for their troubles though. And Bin not even going to invest the Destiny. Maybe he wanted to though as the all-out does come in. And Zayas in the picture in picture will be able to get the shutdown alongside. Get for their troubles though, and Bin not even going to invest the Destiny. Maybe he wanted to.
Bin.
Does come in, and Zayas in the picture in picture will be able to get the shutdown alongside.
Faker TP'd for that though.
Is Bin has his eyes set on the split push. It's a good idea. He knows he has a 2-level advantage over Zayas, but he stacks up the Intofos, gets the knockback, uses the all out, and while BLG is disengaging on the top side, it's Faker who finds the flank to help.
You're not sure it does any. It really does anything though.
But BLG might just fight for this anyway. No, their goal is to push this in.
Audacious Charge does get shun in there, but it's a good buffer on the dredge line. Still he's going to get snared. Not going to get pushed back.
Nice ult though. Nice ult onto Bin from Owner. All right, they. Oh, no. Just let Jin ult go. No. Why are we just let Jin go, guys? He just wait till his ult time's out and you win this fight. Oh my god, Bin with these like tiny little destinies has been crushing it. Oh my god, dude, Bin. He plays this so well. It's Faker jumping in though. He disrespects the destiny. And Knight actually just flashing on him too. Ah! Faker could have flashed. By the way, Faker could have flashed this. Could have flashed right here. Why? Why are we chasing Jinzhao? Why did he jump in? Why didn't he flash? Like, you at least could have forced Bin to flash too, and Knight wouldn't have been able to follow up if he went over the wall, because Knight had to flash to even close to hit the WE. That was such a good fight for T1, guys, but they fucking botched it. Like, look how good this starts. Look how good this starts. This is the fight that they should want, right? They have a much superior team composition. Jun should not go in, I don't think. They waste a bunch of shit. Perfect ult from Owner. Look, onto Bin. Mega Senna ult on the re-engage. Right? They have so many ults up. They force Crescent Guard. Like, what are we doing? Once you force Crescent Guard, just walk. Just walk mid. Who cares about Jinzhao? Nobody should care about Jinzhao. Faker, why are you jumping in on the flank? Why are we focusing Jinzhao? Why are we focusing Jinzhao? We're battling for ults right now. We're battling for ults. And if Faker flashes this, okay, so Bin might have to flash over, but at least there's a counterplay here. And Knight cannot flash to follow up on Gold Card. What is Faker saving flash for? Because if you look, Gold Card into WE, and that's what kills him. Well, good thing they chased that Jinzhao, because they definitely got the kill onto him. Fucking hell, man. Yep, Jun mind controlled them. Beautiful mind control from Jun to make them chase him while he was in his ult and invulnerable. All right, that's it. Wow, what a disappointing game from T1. Dude, they got lost in the sauce, man. They got lost in the sauce. They played into BLG style. So Faker's going to ban Tristana. Talia? All right, we left the interesting gamble. This is a super interesting gamble from BLG. So they're banning the Senna, and they're leaving the Talia up, but they're also leaving the Ashe up. And Ashe, I agree, is the higher priority pick. Oh, Talia's banned. I'm dumb. They're leaving the Ashe up. So apparently they're confident enough in Faker's champion pool right now that they're going to ban Ahri and Talia. and they're going to go ahead and take the Ashe. So this should be Ashe Varus. Nope, they're taking Kalista Varus away. This is great from BLG. I love it. Ashe Draven, that's very annoying to deal with. Sejuani taken early. They're going to take Nico in the mid lane, which is a Knight classic. Knight's probably the best Nico player in the world. Did Trist ever have a proper fight behind the front line? No. Kasanze picked after they banned Vayne, so they play Camille. Okay, Zeus did look good on Camille. What are we playing here? Womp womp. Man, Faker Zakali was just not it. It was just not it earlier in the tournament. When he played against G2, it was terrible. Dude, I think I think the Wukong picks have been so whack. The Wukong does have value here. I mean, this is the kind of composition you want to see Wukong in because, you know, he's going to be able to disrupt the low mobility of Draven and Ashe, and he can hit a Kali through Shroud with ult, right? So you actually have two tools. You have Nico ult and you have Wukong ult that can hit a Kali and Shroud, right? And have very good backline access, you know, to these low mobility AD carries. So I actually kind of like this draft from BLG.
Early control is the name of the game.
It felt like last time they didn't have as much damage as... Oh, speaking of damage, the snare even hits Faker. Big flash there from Carrier, but on. He's making his way in the flash over from out.
What's with these fucking level ones?
Oh, speaking
Of T1. In any case, early control is the name of the game.
So they're pinging it, but they face check it anyway.
Dive on the side of T1. In any case,
So the volley doesn't hit, so he doesn't know that nobody's in there. He doesn't ward it, he just face checks it.
Oh, speaking of damage, the snare even hits Faker. Big flash there from Carrier.
Okay.
He's making his way in the flash over from out. The first blood comes in. They
Doesn't Ashe live if Draven uses the other ability? You have to take...
even hits Faker. Big flash there from Carrier, but on. He's
No, you can't take his like move. You can't take his bump at level 1. You would just lose your level 1s.
will walk away with first
So
blood.
no, you can't do that. You need to be aggressive in this lane at level 1.
trying to cancel the backs. Can he get it?
Oh, he might be able to do so. There it is.
Oh my god.
Answer it is
Huge plays.
get a bit of damage down, but that is a very early and pretty unnecessary cash in. He might be able to do so. There it is with first blood. Absolute disaster there. He's making
Who put the ward down?
The game.
it felt like last time they didn't have as much damage as oh, speaking of damage, this
I mean, the fact that they get the double root too is so crazy.
it felt like last
Look at
time
this
they
root
didn't have
from
as much
Knight.
damage as- oh,
It's like the max range double root.
Faker, big flash there from
Oh, Carrier puts it down while he's on the escape. What a silly level 1.
When he gets back in this lane, he TP's in though. Oh, don't know about this one. 3-man strong underneath the turret here as BLG just lining up their shot. As they're running out of minions, but another wave is going to conga line in, just waiting for Shun to make his way over. And Zeus, this is feeling very precarious. Does hit the level 3. Now the tactical sweep comes in as he's not quite finding it. There's a hook shot and he manages to get on top of On. Though he just gets out of turret range. And that is going to be the kill. And now Knight.
It's alright, the punishment on Knight will be severe.
Frost is going to be there though, as now Knight has run out of cooldowns. Shun, can he make his way in to try and answer this? Shape splitter comes through and Ona says no.
Well, Carrier and Guma just working their way through this turret. 4 plates now.
Nicely as now Gumushi presses that W running forward. That is a lot of damage. Whirling Death comes down and now Carrier trying to keep him in his place. Doesn't have his arrow and there's the flash away. Now Gumushi might
Carrier
be
not
able to
6
go.
though. He's trying to get
Not any
6.
further chase, and Elk having that level 6. Absolutely massive for making sure that Gumushi couldn't just free hit.
The mid laners would love to get involved as well, but Faker keeping the pressure up. He's
Oh, he hit 6 off the wave. This is so good by T1, guys.
Keep him in his place.
So they zone them off the wave. Remember, On is not level 6 yet. So right here, Carrier's just like power farm for 6. Let's go. He hits 6 off the next minion. He's got one more. There he goes, level 6 off that last one, and then immediate combo. Oh my god, and he cashes in. Huge play by Carrier. Oh my god, the fucking Draven triple. All right, look at this all-in the bot side. Keria level 5, so is On, but Keria is going to use this wave and the aggression. So they're going to put some upfront damage down onto Elk, use the Draven ult early just to chip him out, and then they're going to play around getting level 6 for Keria. At the very end of this wave, look at his XP bar in the side. He's almost there. Last minion is going to allow Keria to hit level 6, and then they immediately chain it with the Glacial Prison. Look at that, level 6 right now, Glacial Prison into Arrow, and this is the key play. Gumayusi flashes forward to get the kill onto On, tosses an axe or two, gets the kills even after Elk flashes because the auto follows, and then they are able to kite out an ulting Wukong on top of that. So Gumayusi picks up a triple kill against BLG. Absolutely huge play right around that Ashe ultimate. All right, so Knight's going to try and make a TP play here. They're trying to deny the wave. All right, they see the TP coming in. They do get bot side turret, though. T1 has the chance to transition this into 6 grubs, which feels really good. All right, second Drake, though, at 11 minutes is very good. So there is a Drake stacking angle here. BLG might be able to force 5v5s.
Not wanting to fight this one just yet, as you can see, just trying to get away from these Qs, landing in some pot shots.
Oh, actually, CS dodged the... Well, look at that. He dodges the Q3 by using his ult. He dodges the Q3 by using his ult. Beautifully played by Zeus. He actually doesn't need Faker there. Are BLG favorites for tomorrow? Nah. I think you have to say GenG's favorites because BLG is not playing super well right now, and GenG beat them the last time. And dude, everybody gets baited by Kalista ult. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the Drake down to almost 75% health. Ona gonna walk on over, and you can see BLG. They just want to get themselves the team fight as Knight. Shape splits himself just to try and scout out these brushes, and Zeus still stalwart, standing his ground, will now move out.
Nice chunk from the Draven ult. Oh my god, the poke is just so brutal. BLG needs to pull the trigger, man. It's such a good flank. Like, they're just pinching them. They're pincering them with Akali and Camille right now. Ult goes in. Jhin has to use clone. He doesn't have clone now. Zeus in the back line. Wow, it's lucky they got the Cloud Drake. Faker? What the Faker? Zeus has no mana. I mean, I think this game is like game over if BLG gets the Cloud Soul and doesn't lose the game immediately afterwards, because, I mean, the Cloud Soul and the Wukong versus the Ashe Draven is so huge.
Engagers of T1, the ult from Sejuani and the ult from Keria can so easily be blocked by clones, by Edge of Night.
Wait, that's the ult come from Elk.
Yeah, there's the ult out from Ona as well, but that is a lot of damage with the Whirling Death.
Oh my god, great ult, great arrow. Oh, they forced the Wukong ult. Oh my god, the cleanup is, the chase down is so crazy. They had to use their ults to disengage BLG. They all get hit by volley here. Knight doesn't get a good ultimate off. They have to use Wukong R to get out. The volleys are so huge on this chase down. Yeah, Gumi has nice vow, so he's not going to die that quickly. Akali did do stuff finally. I don't think this is a good champion, but you know what? Crazy game. What the fuck? This is a T1 draft? The whole tournament I mean, they just feel like they're behind the meta, guys, T1. Like, they feel like they're really behind the meta compared to other teams, but compared to BLG and GenG, who have been much better at playing these two champions. Ban out the Ashe again. I think you can't let him have the Ashe. Now we ban out the Talia, so it prompts the Senna first pick. It's interesting they're taking the Nidalee so early. Remember, Nidalee was banned by BLG on blue side in game 1. They're going to take Senna Ornn as a potential punish in case the Varus gets taken here. Be Kalista instead. So they ban the Jax because they have the Twisted Fate top. They ban the Vi. All right, so we are going to play the Yasuo into the top. They just, look, T1 has just become every other team at this tournament. They've become G2. They've become GenG. So you can't pick Sejuani here because there's a Nidalee, so we pick Xin Zhao instead. What are we blinding? What? All right, so they're playing a pick composition, I guess. This comp is super weird, guys. This comp is super weird. They don't have a traditional really big carry. So you're relying on Senna and Twisted Fate damage output. Feels super weird. Now, what are we going to play here? We can't play Ori. It would be great to play Ori with Yasuo, right? What can we play that actually sets up Yasuo? Because they can set up Yasuo with Kalista ult. They can set up Yasuo with Nautilus ult. What? This is Faker's first mid-Zac game ever. They just turned into G2! They're playing Yasuo top Zac mid. They're just G2. Oh my god. They're just G2. It's his first ever mid-Zac game. Only Caps has done this, guys. Oh my god. G1. They've turned into G1. If only they had Rek'Sai jungle. Yeah, Rek'Sai jungle would actually go super hard here. So I guess we're just having engaged mid laners and all the damage comes from top lane. But look at this, guys. I mean, outside of Nidalee, your range is so low. I don't know. This feels super weird from T1. I wonder how Doa is doing. You don't have to wonder. Go watch our show. We still do a show together. It's right here. Last Free Nation Culture. It's called Nerd Legion. Go watch it. He's doing great. How closely were you following League during the Eastern casting out? I was still aware of what was going on, especially in international events. You guys also, I was only casting Overwatch League for 2 years, and then I left. So it was only 2 years that I was actually full-time casting Overwatch League. And then I pieced out to Flashpoint. And when I was doing Flashpoint, I was doing Summoning Insight at the same time. All right, they do a collapse here, though. Owner's aware of this. All right, so it's a good call. He should get out of this. Oh. Nice gold card. Never mind. JK. Good rotation by Elk.
Slingshot his way over. But I mean, truthfully, these fights have been chaotic. Whoa, here's another flash for the Bellows Breath.
Oh my god, he blocked he used the Bellows Breath to go unstoppable, to block the hook. I mean, truthfully, to block himself from moving on the hook. That's really nice by On. Man, On is really good.
Crazy. No flash spent. Oh, the hook goes wide.
That was some beautiful observing. I just want to say, heal's still going to be invested here.
Okay. But now Owner has his eyes set on a bot lane play.
And I think he avoided that ward as well, is now looking at the shooting gallery here. On does headbutt the wall, but still tagged by the spear. The extended pounce not going to be taken until the minion wave gets in. His carrier.
Oh, the root. Oh, Owner actually takes aggro, but it doesn't matter.
The play here or not, as we do see Knight already heading back with the wave getting pushed in the mid.
What you need to be doing with Senna.
Owner going to face check as there is Shun gets the flash out as Destiny to follow immediately.
Bin's TF has been so good, damn.
And it's a kill to Elk as well to start getting him stacked up.
A plunder there from Owner. He saw them on the control ward in the top side.
Bin actually, or Elk actually, look at this. So this is actually a lot of souls. You know, you do want 40 at 10 but it's been really slow going for stacking at this event. But Elk has done a surprisingly good job of stacking the Senna this game. This is actually very good for fasting Senna at this MSI. This is actually one of the higher soul counts we've seen at this point in time.
Yeah, Bin is already ghosting towards Skirmishes. He manages to get the cleanse out, but now Carrier finds himself all alone. There's the fake
They overplay this. They disrespect. They disrespect the third TP from on, right? They disrespect the support TP, which they shouldn't, because T1 is the team that basically has played more Senna Ornn than anybody. Trying to take plates bot in response. Now they're going to try and TP with Faker into the top side. Faker probably doesn't want to be here. Yikes, dude. Such a greedy play. Like, your whole composition is based off of wombo combos with Yasuo. And you're just coming in here. You don't even have an AD carry here yet. You're too early. Like, Guma's not here. How do you kill these guys? You have no damage. You have to poke them down first with the Italy in order for that to work. It's such a terrible TP. Zach's going in. Zach has ult. He has level 2 ult now. All right, now they actually have a TP edge, so they can do it. Okay, so they make that play. Nice job. The thing, though, is like BLG doesn't take the fights, right? The difference is that BLG, when they don't have the fight, they just back off, right? And they split push. I mean, T1 was split pushing too, but they were trying to like cross map and take both fight, like split push and take the fight at the same time. Nidalee doesn't fit it either. Like, even when she hits a spear, she can't even go in versus Ornn and ETF. Yep. I think the Nidalee is not good here. I agree with that. I think it also, though, you have to remember that the Nidalee is a Sejuani denier. Oh, beautiful engage from Knight. The low range really hurts if they can hold on to Tibbers like that, because once they're committed, you're just going to hit a multi-person Tibbers. Yeah, this game is over. No, Jun is really good at Nidalee too. GP Alexander. It's not just Canyon who's good at it. Jun is a very good Nidalee player. Oh my god, they're just getting destroyed by the CC. They're too low range. Oh, so they get the hook onto Knight, and Zeus just ults one person. There's never any like actual womboing or comboing that occurs here. Also, shout out to Ben. He's been so good. Ben and On have been fucking great in this series. Just Annie's such a low-value target, in my opinion, for a single Yasuo. Ben absolutely just cleaning up, though. 3 items already. Dude, the pick potential is so gross. Just Flash Bear. Oh my god, they get 2 kills here. Huge pick comp. All right, T1, I'm tired of watching compositions that you have to group with. Can we please just play skirmish or pick comps? Like, please don't play the fucking 5v5 team fight comps. You are absolute garbage at them. Okay, let's go. So, doing, oh, Callista ban. Okay, interesting. Still having Ashe, Ori. Okay, so we're still confident in Faker's champion pool, apparently. I'm not sure that's a good idea, but we're going to play Senna again. We're going to play Senna Ornn. Yep. We're playing, so basically by banning Callista, we force the Varus, and the Ornn is very good late game into the Varus because he has lower mobility. So Varus Nautilus. We could have gone Senna Nautilus here, obviously too, but they took it away in the first round of the draft. So now we're going into a Viego reset comp, which at least has better pick potential, but I'm still a little bit leery because T1 hasn't been good in the 5v5s. They're going to ban Jax now. Yep. Ban Jax, ban Camille, so nobody can lock down. So the Camille very good at locking somebody down in a pick so that you can actually get a Viego reset. Ban the Nidalee, ban the Tristana. So what the fuck are we actually playing in mid lane? Not sure I like the Vi here. It's a pick comp that's coming through from BLG. They're all going to be about single target. They don't want to fight the 5v5. T1 has been opting into the skirmishes, though. Faker's Aurelion Sol was complete garbage. I mean, Aurelion Sol is a very good pick here, guys. But the problem is that it's trash. When Faker has played it, it's been really bad.
How do you guys rate Faker's Aurelion Sol.
1 out of 10. The compositionally, the Aurelion Sol is super good, guys, because even after you get Rylai's, in terms of setting up Viego resets, you get massive value from a big, like a powered up Aurelion Sol with Rylai's. It's really strong. I hate Corki here. I hate Corki here. I love the LeBlanc there. Why are we going away from the LeBlanc? Just fucking play pick champions. You actually, if you have the LeBlanc, you actually probably have pressure mid and top lane. You probably have pressure mid and top lane. And now we're just opting into this matchup with like fucking Corki Aurelion Sol. I mean, this feels like it's just free for Faker now. You're not even punishing the Aurelion Sol pick. It's so bad. I think the Corki is you literally R5 Corki against this Aurelion Sol. Like, what the play LeBlanc, man? Knight's LeBlanc is so good.
Coming through as Carrier moves towards that top side.
Early vision being set up there by Shun for Bin, meaning that he, from the get-go, is going to be able to...
I mean, Knight could play Syndra here too, and it would be really good, I think. It's really surprising we have seen no Knight Syndra games. All right, free flash. That's actually pretty huge. On a nice road. This is what I mean. Fakers just hasn't been playing well. Like, he's been playing too cocky. He should have an idea that there's a roam timer here, right? Like, the top gets pushed in. Guma was late to lane because Guma was trying to support Faker. He goes for an aggressive trade, but he's playing really far up when there's a roam timer, and he has no support.
BLG even with a PTA actually here on the buy extra.
This feels really disrespectful.
He has an inkling. On hasn't showed for a while.
We'll find a really nice trade here as On going to move in. Oh dear, Faker in so much trouble. No flash, no chance, and will be taken down first blood. It's
not just the Aurelion Sol. It's just Faker's been making a lot of cavalier plays. Like, I get that the lane situation is bad and that there's a freeze coming here, but you know, he needs to be able to call Viego up to help him in this situation. And like, this wouldn't be such a big deal if he didn't stupidly lose flash at level 1, right?
Still just the junglers going to be passing one another. Arrow going to be avoided there by Gumayushi. Kind of crucial here in this matchup, but not going to be able to stop this blighted Quipper from being activated by the hail of
He goes in with Hex Flash.
He'll find a snare onto Carrier, but he gets the knock up, and that is going to be the kill. Elk going to be taken down. This blighted Quipper from
Elk just doesn't feel like flashing, I guess. Even though Guma misses the root. He misses the root, but it doesn't matter. I don't understand what the point of that was. Like, why are we not flashing the Carrier's knockup? Honestly, on into that, he baited Elk forward, causing him to either die or waste flash for nothing. Yeah, it was a very weird Hex Flash. I don't even know why we were going all in right there. It's all right. On's been so good this series and this tournament. We forgive him. Zeus inting. Zeus actually inting. Elk saw his flash because he didn't use it last time. Remember, Zeus has no ghost, and Elk has 2 sums, so even though he's not 6, what the what? Dude, he's got fucking Merc treads. What is he doing?
Kills donated over to BLG AD carry.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, let's try again. He doesn't find the ultimate, but that flash. Well,
all right, we're just T1's just committing suicide. Elk flashes here, but Elk has already hit 6, so now he actually has the chain of corruption. And Faker's just like a little bit behind the play again. Like, the coordination from T1 is just like a couple seconds late every time. Guma just everywhere, soul collecting. Look at this. Guma's at 40 at 9 minutes just because of his roaming. Like, I think the teams are figuring out how to play Senna better, guys. I think they're figuring out how to play the fasting Senna better. Because both BLG and T1 in the last couple of games have been putting a lot more pressure on with the roaming Senna, and it's resulting in more souls as well. This is very respectable in terms of the number of souls, right? But those of you who have been watching the Senna this whole tournament, you can see a pretty clear difference in the way that Senna's getting played now in this series as opposed to in previous series. Buy Boots of Swiftness, just run around. Knight doesn't feel like TPing, by the way. He's like, guys, why are you fighting? I have package up. Why are you fighting? I have package up. Why are you fighting? It's a minute until Drake. All right, so but here's the thing. They force TP. There is a silver lining to this. Oh wait, maybe there's not because Ben dies too. Okay, no, there is. Knight has package. I didn't forget about the Corki. I just watched him slowly recall for package in the mid lane. Oh! 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 What? What's that hitbox? How does he dodge those? Okay, he doesn't dodge them all. Whew. That's a janky hitbox on Aurelion Sol. But I mean, like, look at this. So let's talk about this play from T1 because they commit to the bot side. Meanwhile, Knight is just slowly recalling in the mid lane. It's 10-14. He's got his first package up. And they just completely disrespect the package TP from Knight. This is so stupid from T1. Like, I know they have Aurelion Sol ult. And they have Rylai's, but I mean, the disrespect on the Corki package is just bonkers. Forces Guma's flash as well, forces Faker's flash. And it's 30 seconds until Drake. So even if T1 doesn't over pursue this, like BLG might still be happy because they have TP up and they will have Corki package for second Drake, which they'll begin to stack, right? And they'll threaten like a 22-minute Dragon Soul potentially. But I don't know why we over pursue. Oh my god, they give the big ass shutdown to 700 gold to Aurelion Sol. All right. Okay. Why are we fighting this? Jun actually just griefing, by the way. Literally gives a shutdown to take not even big chicken. Jesus Christ. All right. If they lose this, it's just done. And once again, it's that 3-1 for BLG. Teleport coming on. Remember that we could have had LeBlanc here in this game. I mean, Knight's in the side lane. They can cross map into Herald. All right, they just take Herald, right? Yeah, they just instantly cross map into Herald. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter that Zeus dies there. Oh, Knight actually gets hit by the root on the TP. So they know Elk has they know Elk has no, this is so good by T1. They know Elk has no flash from the Drake play. So they're making a play on Elk. So he actually just can't do anything right here. And then he gets annihilated by this. He gets annihilated by this. And he gets chained by Senna. He can't move against this composition. The backline pressure is so huge, right? And then that's where you start getting the picks, right? How did Guma hit this root? Hits the root and the ultimate. It's actually really well played by T1. That was a really well done engage by T1. That's a beautiful engage. I think they've been sucking at their 5v5 engages, but they finally figured out like a front-to-back engage. Punish on the flashless Elk here. Really beautiful play. Yeah, but now they can focus Knight. Now the focus changes to Knight with no flash because they got the no flash on him. And so they have to play package, but they have package but no flash. Banana control over to T1.
Let's see how T1 can navigate this pin on the flank. Owner recognizing it. Wards to try and cut it off. Here's the TF ult.
Yeah, Destiny coming on in here. Gumyushi trying to keep
Good patience. T1's playing better around TF ult now. Okay, that's a huge knock-up onto Keria to stop the second part of the Ornn ult. That's a on again with the hero fucking Nautilus ult right there. On is so good. So he has to flash in to try and get knockups into the wall. Let's watch Knight here with the package. Knight's like, I'm going. Guma saw his flash though, so he just flashes forward. I can't believe they get the soul both times, guys. T1's gotten a bit lucky on these like Drake flips too. T1's got a bit lucky on these soul flips. This is hilarious. Zeus actually pulls Jun out of the... He's still in smite range. Again, it's a smite 145. It's actually outrageous. It's actually outrageous, guys. They don't even kill it with smite. Neither game is this actually killed with smite. Guys. Neither game is this killed with smite. The soul. It's an early smite from owner both games, and yet. Oh my god. It's so huge that they stole both of these. Jun just dies with his smite smite out.
Amongst it, but no. Now he does find himself in an awkward position. Finally, a Ram is going to get some knockups, but the follow-up isn't exactly there. Still, they're able to get on top of the support and
They're finally playing front-to-back team fighting, guys. Why couldn't we have done this in game one, T1? Why couldn't we have done this in... Why couldn't we have done this in game one? All right, they get Faker, but they invest so much that it doesn't matter. Remember, the Viego resets are still here, potentially.
And the Unstoppable is going to get Zeus out of there. Just regrouping with the team. Two dead on the side of BLG, and Ben finding himself on the wrong side of the fight. He's still very healthy, but I don't know whether this is going to do it. There's the knockback, and Ben...
Surely we win now, right?
Walking over that ward is Zeus.
We're not done TPing back in.
Oh, yes, enough from us.
Oh, it's really nice hook back there. Just to deny his exit as Knight's coming on over. He still does a fair bit of work here as the death charge is invested. That's the
Faker's back now, though. He died, but he has TP, so he just rocks right back in. He's got big ult.
Really big tanky ones. Another dragon denied here from BLG. As an Ornn coming out once again, Keria looks for the knockup, and they're just going to look for On. Try and get the kill they can find. That's a decent package, but it's defensive. Then, oh, never you mind. Okay, it's really offensive.
Figure waiting for it. All right. Figure trying to get out. He actually ults the retreat. Okay.
As well as BLG, they're going for the pincer, and that doesn't often work here in League of Legends. Ben looks for...
Oh my god.
Is absolutely fantastic.
It's BLG though that are running for their lives. They're the ones that have to retreat.
The thing is, they're poked off these objectives, so they have to give up turret. 6 Void Grubs also really important here. He's just mashing flash while he's in his ult animation. All right. Been trying to split push. I think GA is a troll item. I think GA is such a troll item here for Knight. Like, if he's dead in the back line, they're just going to be standing on top of his corpse every single time waiting to kill him again.
T1 still have all 5 members alive. Only Elk is left to defend. He's trying to catch what waves he can, but Carrier is chasing him.
All right, it's over.
Gets no, but he's going to run for his life.
Will it be their version of Soul Point?
You guys want to blame Shun, and Shun didn't have a good game, but I mean, this Corki pick is just so useless. I mean, I think if they had a different pick than Corki, where they could have actually played their pick comp in the mid game, like this would be very different. But trying to play front to back late is just so hard against this comp that T1 has. Well, they killed Gumushi, I guess. Owner's starting to get resets, though. Yeah, the tank's being still at 3,000 HP, pretty big. Yes, which is more GAs. That's what we needed, guys. Definitely the GAs are what we're gonna win us this game. Zeus is casually full HP. Lucian ban. Okay, that's for the first time this series. Interesting. So Senna is going to be the first pick yet again. Senna priority huge. Senna Ornn priority huge. Now we get Taliyah in Faker's hands. They don't actually ban the Taliyah this time. I think they are reading that Senna prio is absolutely massive right now. So they are going to take the Nautilus away, which does force the Ornn instead, which is good because On has been too good at this Nautilus. Just trolling with the Syndra pick. And we're back to Nico. So mega engage here. You know, what are we going to take here? We're going to take Kalista. We're going to take Varus. Varus going to be really hard to play into Ornn and Nico, gotta say. So they don't want more engage onto Varus. So they take out the Vi. And we're taking the Jax away. It's interesting that BLG is, so why wouldn't we pick TF here? Just play a pick comp. You can play a pick comp with Taliyah. Play TF.
I mean, he had a great game on it. It looks like they're thinking about Viego plus Cassandra.
I don't know about this. Because Viego wants to reset, and you give the Twisted Fate over even though they banned the Jax. Like, you knew they were going to pick it when they banned the Jax, and you're just opting into Cassante.
He wants to play for the team. His Cassante is obviously
I mean, I think BLG, you know, they got the Camille, so it's actually interesting, guys. So they get the Camille instead of the Twisted Fate, and then they pick the Cassante into it. How does Varus ever live, guys? How does Varus ever live? How does Varus ever live? He's got a fucking DDR, the Nico ult, Camille ult. I mean, you can't DDR the Camille ult. Xin Zhao engage, Ornn ult. Like, this is terrible for Varus. And you need him because you have to get some damage down in order for the Viego to reset. How do you even get a Viego reset? Pings onto Faker in the mid lane.
The stress that they're under is Faker.
There's a pop blossom from 90. He's going to be able to find Faker. Still, he's relatively healthy.
Knock up.
Not quite going to be enough. There's a shove.
Nice flash. Oh, beautiful flash from Faker. Beautiful play from Faker, actually. That was beautifully done. Man, he did not flash the direction I thought he was going to. Such patience to WE him into turret and then flash the opposite direction. Woo! And Knight just has no cooldowns. He blew all of his cooldowns, so he can't even flash follow and do anything. That was great from Faker. Wow. I can't believe he held his flash and then flashed that way. He just knew that Nico had no more abilities left, so Nico couldn't even flash follow, especially since he was chugging a pot.
Here's the Ram, there's the knock up, the double comes in on top of Carrier, but still, he gets to his turret, it's not quite, oh, never mind! He survives! Now Gumushi with so many minions and the rest of BLG here, he gets the...
Oh no, Carrier, no!
Not sure about that one, buddy, and BLG will even out the scoreline.
The 2v2 goes in the face
of BLG here, he gets the area, but...
You know, the real tragedy is that they just didn't have any wards. Because Carrier has Lens, and Guma's ward is down. Because if Guma can ward this brush, he can actually flash. Although they both have sweeper up, so they couldn't have. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's so close. I don't know. Carrier going back into his troll. So he flashes out. It's just so many caster minions, though, doing so much damage. Yep.
In the meantime, you've got Bin in a little bit of trouble here. Well, Zeus in a bit of trouble here towards the top side of the map. Shun has to flash, but they'll take it.
Okay, they can take Drake for free, though. T1 can cross-map solo Drake with Viego.
Able to pick that up.
Yeah, a whole bunch more plates going over to T1 so far, as you can see in the
They don't pick up
goal.
much of the wave, though, unfortunately, with the TP.
Just barely not off cooldown, still sticking his own.
It is, but the
Uh-oh, guys, I got like 10 minutes. Shit.
The Dawning Shadow tries, but it does not work. There's the ultimatum of Knight. We'll find three with
Unfortunately, we may not be able to do a deep analysis of this game, guys, based on my timeline. I don't understand why we're
the seismic shove as well.
fighting this, like...
Is it going to be enough to keep him alive as the Dawning Shadow tries for a little bit of a push? Let's see whether Shun overextends.
Oh, it's just a okay, that's how it started. Oh, it's just a beautiful play by T1.
He has the ulti,
Just a beautiful pick.
alive as the Dawning Shadow tries, but it does not work. There's the ultimatum of Knight. We'll find three with the Pop Blossom.
There's no follow-up damage.
Getting a kill as well. And now the flash out. Carrier answers back. Bin still alive in this one, but it's T1 that win the fight in the end.
But they win the fight, but in the bot side, Zeus is
On doesn't have TP.
Meaning that T1 walk away with 2 kills.
And the depth charge, fantastic. It meant that Bin
All right, we have Drake advantage. We have 4 grubs. All right, we flash out. All right, like this feels really good for T1 right now, even though I think their comp is questionable.
will be the prize here for BLG. Not able to deny the fourth though.
I don't know about this one, Chief.
Guma was the one spotted here as Knight shape splitter, of course. It's going to deny the surprise from T1.
So they do have the Void Might buff.
Overextended in for the center.
for BLG. Bin going to be a win condition, particularly once that second item is hit. T1 still sitting on a gold lead right now. It's mainly going to come down to can they keep stacking these early objectives. Got a whole lot of plates. Rift Herald would be big, but BLG are first to the objective.
Rift Herald down to about 3,000 here. T1 wanting to fight for it. Ona in the back of the pit. That's a big teleport and a big hook as well. Seismic shove to pull him back. Bin knocked up as well. But now Shun getting into that backline. The Dawning Shadow to keep them alive. And now Bin looks for that backline. Teleport and a big hook as well. Seismic shove to pull him back. Bin knocked up as well. But now Shun getting into that
Nice
backline.
Senna
The Dawning
ult.
Shadow to keep them alive.
Duel, the anti-TP duel in the bot side. Faker just can't live, dude. The backline access is so huge.
Knocked up as well, but now Shun getting into that backline. The Dawning Shadow to keep.
Dude, the combo of the Senna ult plus the GenG ult stops anything from T1 from doing, and then they get the knock up here. Bin realizes that Faker has no flash.
As well. Seismic shove to pull him back. Bin knocked up as well, but now Shun getting into the
Because Faker can't really do anything. Faker tries to flash this, but Bin has ult. Faker shouldn't have flashed there.
even after the flash at BLG.
Bin is great, though. Bin has been so good this series.
The Dawning Shadow to keep them alive.
That's so nice. The E flash over the wall from Bin to close the distance. Huge play. But the value that they've been getting out of Jin Zhao ult this series, I think you just ban Jin Zhao against BLG. If I'm GenG tomorrow, I ban Jin Zhao. They're too good at playing around these ult timers.
Well, now you've got a back coming on through here as BLG will wait.
Gets vision too, WE. Oh my god.
The Hextech ultimatum. The train is
This follows over the wall, Jesus Christ.
now T1. They want to find something back, but of course the Bellows Breath is going to deny the CC. And Zeus, he's going to get pop blossomed, and he is going to survive for a long time, but not long enough. Bell going to lock down the kill.
Only good news is it's hard is perfect. That's not going to be available. That wards spots out Viego backing.
It is a weird place to recall, but he thinks he's safe because there's a pink ward. But he should have walked into that brush, right?
Diving together.
If he's in that brush, this play doesn't happen.
Is perfect. And with Senna's ulti there to support him, Bin finds another kill.
On the flip side, Zeus caught amongst many a member. Don't even know if Knight really needed a hard commit, but they wanted to ensure
Elk just flashes over the wall for the kill. On this episode of How Can Varus Live in Team Fights, he has no summoners now. And this is literally the mirror play that we saw from last game, except this time it's BLG doing it. It's actually the exact same play, guys. It's the exact same play with the Ornn. On to the mid lane tier 1. You would think that T1 would know to not be there.
And now Zeus on the flank, but I don't think he can do anything. The minion wave is thinned. BLG
It literally looks exactly like the same play from game 4.
We'll see if they want to try and either maybe
Camille is level 16. No, Camille is level 16. But he's 3 levels up on Varus, so Varus is going to die every time.
2.5
Yeah, 134 souls. He should have he's on a normal pace right now, so the Senna's huge. They've figured out how to play Senna, guys. They've cracked the code. They've cracked the soul code in this series. This is way different than Senna we've seen previously at MSI. They just stop Owner from having any kind of a steal, then they lock him down. I take the free Baron. He's got a GA, so it doesn't matter. All right. And we just win the game. Well, guys, I think GenG wins tomorrow. Take away the Xin Zhao. The Xin Zhao is the key pick here, in my opinion. Don't let him have the Xin Zhao.